Imagine if we had a tongue like a chameleon. It would be like an average man having an 11-foot-long tongue. And it's powerful. The suction on the tongue of a 2-ounce chameleon can lift the equivalent of a man picking up a 19-pound sack of potatoes with his tongue. To see how the radula works, you need to take a close look inside the head of a snail. As the radula is pushed forward over the surface, first the teeth cut into the food. Then they scoop up pieces of leaf or flesh, because not all snails are vegetarians. If we were like the animal that's number 9 in the countdown, we'd look very different. How would you like to date a guy who has eyes that stick out 3 feet from each side of his head? You'd have a unique way of looking at the world if you were a stalk-eyed fly. We'd have to have ears that measured 1/3 the length of our body. That's an awful lot of ears. If we were like the fennec fox, we'd have ears nearly twice the size of our feet. Actually, we're all getting a little foxier, because ears keep growing with age. Imagine if we had feet like a jacana. Unlike the jacana, we'll never be able to trot across lilies because our feet are just too small. Your average foot is only 15% of the total length of your body. But if we had feet like the jacana, they'd be well over 3 feet long. That's an incredible 60% of your body length. Things with feet that size can be really scary. How would you like to have foot-long canine teeth growing out of the roof of your mouth? An orthodontist could make a lot of money correcting that overbite. While our canines may not be as impressive as a babirusa, they're still the biggest teeth in our mouth. But compared to the rest of our primate cousins, our canine teeth are very small indeed. But no matter how much iron you pumped, you'd still never bulk up enough to match the fiddler crab. That's because our arms usually make up about 6% of our body weight. If we were fiddler crabs, we'd look very different. Our arm would be 10 times bigger. No wonder the fiddler crab has trouble carrying around that huge appendage that weighs 65% of its body weight. It's not hard to see why these animals were once thought to be monsters. Imagine swimming next to an animal that's the same size as a truck and semi-trailer. That's nearly 60 feet of squid. So it's no surprise that this giant has the largest eye on the planet. The squid's eye has a 15-inch diameter, making it about the size of a large beach ball. Our puny eyeball is only 1 inch across, which is smaller than a golf ball. Imagine meeting a human as tall as a giraffe. He'd be 3 times taller than the average man. That's a towering 19 feet high. Every basketball coach in the world would love a player tall enough to lean on the backboard. If we were built like giraffes, we'd have another neat trick. With a 20-inch tongue, we'd have no trouble cleaning our ears. But the giraffe's most extreme body part is its neck. Incredibly, they have only 7 bones in their neck, just like humans. But their bones are much, much bigger. Imagine if your neck bones were 10 inches long. Then you'd really be able to stick your neck out. But living with a 6-foot-long neck isn't easy. It's hard to comprehend just how big a blue whale is. It would take up all the economy seats in a jumbo jet. Its mouth is so big that 50 people could stand on a blue whale's tongue. But the biggest whale of them all still only eats some of the smallest creatures in the sea. It's just that the blue whale has an incredible appetite. In a single day, a blue whale can eat nearly 40 million krill. That's over 1 million calories a day, which is an awful lot of hamburgers. 2,000 burgers a day is a big serving of junk food. The blue whale is twice the size of a right whale, and its calf is the biggest baby on the planet. It's a hefty 3 tons at birth, but it grows fast. It gets 9 times bigger in only 1 year. Imagine if our babies grew like a blue whale. On their first birthday, they'd weigh 60 pounds. That's the size of an average 10-year-old. But imagine if Spielberg decided to make a film about the shark's long-lost ancestor. Our skinny body is usually less than 6 feet long. A great white shark can be 20 feet long and weigh 2 tons. But 15 million years ago, there was a shark that was 50 feet long and weighed 50 tons. With jaws 6 feet wide, it could swallow a human and a great white shark in a single gulp. Swimming in to number 7 in the countdown is Megalodon. It wouldn't take long for Dracula to realize that bats don't fly by flapping their arms like a bird. Instead, you'd only use your hands. But to be like a bat, your fingers would need to grow really, really long, and each hand would need to be covered with a thin membrane. If humans were the same relative sizes as male and female cichlids, it would be like a big guy weighing, say, 180 pounds, dating a woman who's only 1/30th of his size. That's only 6 pounds. To create this strange primate, you need to take the head of a rodent and the ears of a bat, add them to the tail of a fox, the hands of a witch, and the body of a monkey. Mix them together, and you get the oddest primate of them all, the aye-aye, a bizarre nocturnal lemur from the island of Madagascar.